time. I just thought I'd come on quickly because, yeah, I've just seen something. So I'm going to wait for people to come over and get my drink. Sat with all my crafts around me, falling all over everything because when I make a mess. We need to retidy. I'm always saying this. We need to retidying up again. Because I've had bits of paintings out and all sorts out, but that's okay. I can see the grey in my hair now. Still haven't dyed it. Got like this. But yeah, just wait for everyone to come over again. I can show my jewellery off again. Just do a little chat. I'm not going to be on for long. But I've been speaking to a couple of people today. Hi, Archangel Michael, Lois and Robert. I've been speaking to, I had a bit of a chat with Red Pill Phil. We were talking about energies and things going on and how we're feeling about things. Even though it's like it is and then things change. But just check who just posted. Who just posted? Yeah, Big Hissy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and Lois has put Donald Trumpo. So I haven't seen that yet, but hang on a minute. I'm all over the place. So, as you know, I was talking about how the energy was last week. Hi, Archangel. I don't know if you were feeling it as well. Yeah, round 2, exactly. Ooh, big tech, you know. But I'm feeling a lot brighter today, especially after seeing that Mr. T, that's just happened now. A lot of us knew, some people aren't interested, that he was going to look at big tech on Monday. Which, you know, I just kept saying something happening. Do you remember when I said about the towers falling? Because we all know towers are falling. Now, I'm going to try and play something on here on my phone. Because I know it's on Rumble. I'm not on Rumble yet, but I know it's on Rumble. Yeah, and we know, to me, every time he does something like that, it's a marker. So, you know, just to get a bit of it up. But, you know, I was going after Mark Zuckerberg and all them lot for the censoring. You know, we've got the censoring, the shadow banning, the all that sort of stuff that's going on with a lot of people, especially people who really do try and get the truth out, even like Mr. T. So we all know that it's coming for them, that we will be able to get it out. And yeah, the darkness, I've always said dark to light. Dark to light means to me, it's all sorts of things, but one of the biggest things it means is no information to information. So I'm going to play you this, dark to light. If I can play it. I just got sent it. I'm going to play it. And if you can't see it, I'm going to give you the guy whose name it is if you're on Rumble, so you can go and check it out. So, my dad did send me this and it's hilarious. Winter is coming. Oh, yeah. And then we've got this. So let me see if I can get it and play it. Dark to Light. It's by Dark to Light, iDrop Media on Rumble. So, I don't know. Can I make this bigger? Don't know. Don't think I can. See if you can see it. Let's get rid of this. We all know about this, but...
And the light has shined on the darkness, and the darkness cannot hide from it. All the darkness can do is pass. All of the systems the darkness had in place to control us are going to crumble. The fear, the corruption, the greed, the wars and rumors of wars, the hate, the technology, media propaganda, the the child trafficking, and the slave economy. All of these control systems will crumble down.
All of these control systems will crumble down. I've been saying this for ages, and that's why we've got 3 towers in the tarot card this week. Systems will fall. People feel like their world's falling apart at the minute. Well, that systems is falling. And Trump being there on Monday and what he's just come out with today, if you've not listened to it, and my mouth is so not going with this. Big marker.
The darkness will collapse in only a few countries at first, but other countries will soon follow. We will unite against the dark. How will it be walking into the light after thousands of years of darkness?
Information. Great video. That's why I love these people, so creative. I'll go over to Rumble, Anna. See that the Holocaust says was to kill the light. We all know everything they do is to kill the light, not this time. The light is knowledge, the light is truth. Dark to light, dark. From in the dark, from no information to the information given to the world. The true information. Watch what it says about Diana. I don't think she's dead. Been waiting for. Does say it all. This video says it all. My dad sent it me.
It's game over for the darkness. Are you ready for the light? Welcome to the new Earth.
Yeah. Yeah, Lois. Mr. T already knows. All in the plan. All for the kids. We create it.
Where we go one, we go all.
We are the plan. Woo! Look at Tesla. Boom. So I don't know if you've seen that, but that was Dark to Light Eye Drop Media on Rumble. Brilliant. I think Archangel Michael said it was put to 432 hertz. We've all been waiting, anticipating. I said there was a lot of dark energy around last week. I thought very dense. You can still feel it, but it's not like it was last week. When Mr. T did what he did on Monday, I told you the other week that he was going, I think it was Sunday that he was going looking at big tech. He said what he said today, which I'll try and play in a minute, but hopefully you'll all go and watch it anyway in your own time. Yeah, but boom, boom. I always say when something happens, he says something, so we know something's happening behind the scenes. Doesn't mean media are going to actually report on what he actually means, but we all know what's going on, and to me that's a massive marker. It's a massive marker for the censoring of the people worldwide. They may say America first, but they always said America first, then the world, it follows suits everywhere because it's the same thing all over the world. I'm getting very excited now. My energy's rising, my frequency rising, getting out of that slump mode, the shadow banning, everything that's been going on. And like you said, Twitter, Facebook and everything with Mark Zuckerberg and all them, look, censoring people. They even censor people like me and you that might have other platforms doing other things, not even nothing to do with this. They censor people. People are noticing this, even that don't, it put things up on Facebook that doesn't seem to be anything to do with anything. And it needs to stop, because we all know people putting the truth out or trying to put something out to show people something is going on, even if we haven't got the whole truth of everything. Yeah, that's what I call him, Mark Zuckerberg and the rest of them. In the Zuckerberg society. It's got to stop. A massive boom. And if anyone doesn't think, to all the people again, there's nothing going on. There's nothing going on. Nothing's going to change. Really? I'd say get ready for the storm. This is why I'm saying I've been feeling tired last week. Preserve your energy. Be aware. Don't get too caught in too much, because that's a big marker of what Mr. T has just said with all that. They know this. They know it can't carry on. Try as they might. But that was massive. So I'm going to go and try and find it now. I think Susie said... I think Indigo sent it me on here. I don't know whose channel it is, but let's have a look. Shall we? Censoring the wrong people. Oh, the video's been removed. That's funny, isn't it? Because this video I watched when Susie sent it me, and now it's been removed. Oh, what was it on anyway? Or can Lois send it me to my phone? Funny that. They'll still try and censor people on certain platforms, but as this momentum goes with Facebook and everything that, you know, he was saying, it will start changing, and I believe people will start seeing the change. People will start maybe coming back on platforms that got took off. I don't know what's going to happen, or numbers will go up, or I don't know. Hi, Reveler, but we know something's going to happen because this is one of the things we've been waiting for. Sorry. Don't know if I should show you this or not. My fella likes to, I don't know why I'm showing this. My fella likes to take sneaky, stupid pictures of me and him. And sometimes I don't know. And he likes to just make stupid pictures of it. I just thought it was quite funny to show you. This is what we really look like. What is going on there? Just like, what? Oh, Donald Trump announced it's all right. It's just come up on Twitter or something. Right Side Broadcasting. I do normally watch them, so let's see.
But you know what? The good Lord has shined down.
The good Lord. I don't know why I'm showing you that picture. I thought it was hilarious. Twitter? No. Oh, Higher Realms Holistic has posted Rest in Power Press something, so I'll have to watch that after something. Stay focused on 5D. Past the hurt and pain, staying focused on 5D. I've not listened to that with the lovely, beautiful Higher Realms Holistic, but she's on it. We've got to stay focused on the 5D. Hi, Hot Molly, is it? Lois, can you send me the thing? Oh, I don't know what just popped up then. Maybe I can get it. I just need Mr. T. Oh. Yeah, your video's just gone down, Indigo. I've just put that up and it's gone. So, who did I just say? Broadcasting Doodah. What are they called? What are they called? American News Channel. And now I've just said it and now I can't remember what it's called. Has anyone got the video on Mr. T? The Mr. T one. Is it that one?
Today,
oh yeah, we are.
in conjunction
El Trumpo.
with the America First
Don't matter which one it is.
Policy Institute, I'm filing as the lead class representative
Thug
a
Life.
major class action lawsuit against the big tech giants, including Facebook, Google, and Twitter, as well as their CEOs, Mark Zuckerberg,
Zuckerberg.
Sundar Pichai, and Jack Dorsey. 3 real nice guys.
Bam, 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 bam. Oh my God. 3 really nice guys. Now we all know he's joking when he says that, but you know you got to pretend that you're nice. So funny. But yeah, so we all know class act lawsuit, whatever you call it, to Mark Zuckerberg and the rest of them for censoring places is going to get interesting, isn't it? This is orange juice, by the way. They'll probably censor a lot more, try to, before all that goes down. But basically, if they're not doing as they're told and others will watch and follow, they're all going down. Because the light is coming to the people, which is the information. Dark to light means a lot of things, but one of the biggest things it means, as I've always said, is in the dark. You're in the dark if you've got no information and you don't know the truth. To the light. Some of that information might not be nice, but we need to know the truth to be freed. You know? Yeah, and Hot Amolly 72 saying there is a website for the class action lawsuit. Yeah, so people can go and check up on that. I've always said when people go on about the letter 17 and this, that, and if I feel said that was here to help you to research and go and check yourself, research yourself and question everything, which a lot of people do, but there's a lot of people out there who rely on other people and they don't do it and they never did it from the start. You should be doing that. Future proves the past. Go back now and look at the you know what drops and see what's coming up now. So like I said, Monday with Mr. T going over there, him saying what he's just said today is a massive marker. Yeah, oh my God, Elmo, I've not seen Fraser, that's funny. Yeah, that should be a song. I can't get more satisfaction. Do do do, and I don't think they're all just going there, you know, because it's massive. But that's hilarious. I can't get more satisfaction. So, you know, there's a lot of you popping up and it's just, you know, we've been waiting. And isn't it funny how a lot of YouTubers have been taken off their platforms or whatever platforms people are on talking out about certain things, especially number 17 and Mr. T. And isn't it funny how I got took down a few weeks ago, 90-day probation, with what's happening now? Around the time when Mr. T's just put this thing out about censoring and shadow banning. Because wait till they're not shadow banning and censoring people and people are just boomf. The other people that I don't know are going to get the truth, aren't they, more than they ever did before, which is, we know what's going down. But isn't it exciting? So that's really raised my vibrations today because I've just been waiting and I knew something was clearing. Like I said, the energy last week, me and Indigo, Rainbow Wizard, a lot of people have been talking about this, it was really dense because we know the dark side is trying to push stuff. I said to Jermaine, I think it's Jermaine, he may be listening, who's a friend from America who's friends with Laura Eisenhower and Elena Denan, is it? I was just saying to him today, we were talking today on the phone and I just said, you know what? I said, it's just that energy of when it's a dark, dense energy, it tries to drag people into 3D. It's tried to drag me back in. It's tried to drag a lot of people back in because it makes you sort of fall, like I said, the Matrix film, makes you sort of fall back in. But when you're aware, you know it's happening, you're like, oh, get off me. Like, no, I'm not going back there. So you're aware. But people who aren't aware of that energy, this is just how I see it, I'm just talking out loud, can slip easier into it and stay in it longer. But when you're aware of what it is that's going on, you're like, Remember when I said I had the sort of psychic attack the other week and there was a dark energy there and I thought what's going on, and then not long after that it was this sort of weird energy of like no motivation, no nothing, but then sort of sitting with it thinking, right, I need to rest because we know there's a lot more work to be done. We've not even started that yet. But yeah, so no. Yeah, but it's not that, Thomas. I don't know where you've come from and how long you've been watching me. I'm not talking about funny ha-ha, even though a lot of it is funny ha-ha in a sense. The damage has already been done. Yeah, the damage has already been done. They're now going to go door to door for fate. Yeah, I don't talk about that crap because if you're standing in your truth, you ain't going to take no notice of that and you're not going to do it anyway. You know, I don't need people coming in my chat shouting out about this, that and the other because that's all fear-based. I don't really talk about who's knocking at my door because no one's going to be knocking at my door. You know, I don't talk about that, sorry, but you've got to learn about the energy and the frequencies, and if you're in fear of something, that's fear talk. I wouldn't even entertain it. Just saying, you're welcome to talk about it in chat, but I won't be talking about that because I'm not putting that out. Yes, it's not funny in a sense, but it's funny in another sense because when you actually look around at the world, it's like, oh my God, people, they're putting it, I'm not talking about the dark side, I'm talking about the light side, I'm talking about the white hats, they're putting it in people's faces to wake people up and still people can't see it. You're watching football tonight, bending down on the knee. You're all watching football with loads of people watching football actually at the football stadium and none of them are wearing this and none of them are social distancing, yet you'll still get people going out tomorrow putting the mask on to go in the supermarket. It's like, hello? I was at a museum the other day, the only person in there without a mask on. Wasn't questioned, wasn't stopped. Like, if the sports people can do it, and if the pubs can stay open on a Sunday, I think they said, longer for football, right, okay, then sports, but we know what sports is too, so sorry, men. Yeah. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah, Trump is suing Facebook, Twitter. But yeah, exactly. And we knew this was going to happen. Because really, if you go back to the past, we all knew this was happening. So it's big. And that's brilliant for people that are trying to get truth out. And it's not even just people getting truth out. It's people being able to go on a platform and talk about what they want to talk about. And I'm not talking about this stuff. I'm just saying anything. People wanting to put their own business online, do this, do that, without being censored all the time and stop because they want us to stay small while they get big. Do you know what I mean? So, and it's only for celebrities and certain people like that. When people learn about a lot of the celebrities, not all of them, people have been conned, but celebrities, the stars, let's look to the stars, let's look to them stars, not the stars on stage, because they ain't no stars. What they've been a part of, as most of us know. But things will turn, and they will turn around as well. A lot of people starting to talk out about, they're going on about Britney Spears and stuff like that, because their stories are going to come out, the ones that, were born into all this and got muddled up with it all, and all the stuff we've talked about before. But yeah, I just wanted to come and throw that out, because the right people are being censored and the wrong people are being allowed to speak about whatever they want to speak about. So I'm just going to do a couple of cards. I'm going to do the Light Seekers. This is my big box, I've got two, but I'm going to do the big one. But we all know this was a marker. I'm even having a beer whilst yeah, you can watch football, but I boo to the guys that taking the knee. I think there was one person who stood up, I think, but then again, probably in fear, got to do as they're told to get paid, haven't they? That's what I'm saying. Right, this is brilliant. This card has just come out. I see this, the Six of Pentacles. You could say financial. We're being given something from Spirit, and it's the star that's the right way up, not the wrong way up. And financial, it's like heavenly coins are being given to us, abundance. But I also see it as balance as well, because it's balance in both realms of earthly and heavenly. The abundance is coming. You see the 8, masculine and feminine. Given a helping hand, you could say. We are being given a helping hand from many different places, and it is a divine plan as well. But abundance is coming for all, just like it says on there. People might not believe it. I personally do, about certain taxes and things all worldwide that are going to be let go of, because those systems are falling. Those systems are falling. Oh, and if Amanda's there, they love Amanda from Amanda's Allotment. She was just got in contact with me. She can't comment on here. She's going to give me some homemade honey. I can't wait, because I love honey if I have tea, but I don't really think half of the honey in the shops is real honey. I think it's just syrup, as someone was saying. So I can't wait. She's going to send me some, so I can't wait to taste like a real honey. Abundance for all. No one should be not thriving, That's in life, in business, with food, with anything. Nobody should be. And there again, there's that energy again of there's too many people being looking over here, focusing on, and all this is coming in again from Spirit, all this beautiful energy that's coming in. See the hand? We're being given something, but a lot of people didn't want to look. It's a bit like these people say, well, I don't want to look over there. Even light workers, I don't want to look over there. I want to turn a blind eye to what's going on. Well, to set ourselves free, we've been handed something, and we've got to look at it. And it's right there in front of us. It's right there by the side of her. But, you may be feeling like you've been looking for something and it's always been right by the side of you. It's been given to you, but you're not looking that way because you're too busy looking over there. Me and Red Pill Phil were talking about that today, about the stuff we're going back to that we love. Instead of getting caught up with other stuff. That was just another conversation. And then we've got the Seven of Swords, thoughts and stuff. Well, we've got to carry on forward. That this guy is carrying on towards the light. There may be a lot of people squawking and talking and screaming, but this guy's like, well, it looks like he's got a few birds in his bag that he's sort of captured. But it's a bit like not listening to what's going on. you know, people, the naysayers, stuff like that. We're moving forward like a ninja. The light is coming in. A bit stealth, innit? A bit stealth, because all this stuff's been a bit stealth under the radar for some. That's what I see it as, under the radar. It's been under the radar. And we are, see if anyone knows in chat, all this with the censoring and stuff, as soon as this gets unblocked, we are the digital what? We are the digital what? Number 7, 7 angels, archangels, the heaven's soldiers, but we are the digital what? And you do have to protect yourself, do you know what I mean? You have to remember to put your protection up as well of these energies. That's about, this war we're in is so different to way back, because it's not guns and, you know, tanks and stuff. It's a war on consciousness, and it's on your mind, and it's on energy, and you are energy as well, and you have to protect your energy. So we are the digital, come on you number 17 people. We are the digital warriors, nearly. We are the digital, who's going to say it first? Well, yeah, but no. It wasn't said like that in the number 17 codes. Come on. Digital what? I've just said it. Army. Soldiers. As General Flynn said. Digital soldiers. Digital donuts in that one as well. One mouse asks another mouse, have you been faxed yet? The other mouse, no. It's being tested on humans first, you dummy. Exactly. So what's going on right now? Gold star to Rainbow Wizard, have it. May the Flynn be with you. Exactly. And I was talking to, a lot of us know, I was talking to Jerome today about the army, the soldiers. It's the Marines and the Navy more than the Air Force, because the Air Force are more infiltrated, is that the word, than the Navy and the Marines. And if you think about it, JFK Jr., it was in the codes about, oh, SEALs are really fast. They weren't talking about sea lions, they were talking about Navy SEALs. And if you think about water. So yeah, interesting, isn't it? And it's funny because all these things that came out a few years ago, you know, what I was talking about on number 17 of all, you know, they have been happening. I've said to people who say nothing's happening, like I said about Mark Devlin the other day, well, I'm not saying he's a bad guy, I'm just saying he obviously wasn't on it at the beginning and doesn't understand it as much, you know, and stuff. And Jerome was saying, Elena Denan was going on about how thin the veil is right now, and he thinks he saw like a ghostly figure the other day, but a good energy. And I thought, well, yeah, I believe people are going to start seeing things they haven't seen before or been in contact with before. And the 3 cards that I fell on the floor is Navata, I don't know, I can't say this name, is soul expansion. This is all about soul expansion. You can't have a soul expansion if you don't know the truth, the real truth of where we are and what we're here for and the real history. How can your soul expand if it doesn't know the truth? Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things, because we are connected to everything. But there's also like, and you resonate with the truth. You'll know when that truth comes out, if it's real or not, because you will resonate with it. Mother Mary, love and peace, such beautiful energy, Mother Mary. And we've got let go of the need to be right, choose peace, Mother, healing is possible at this time. And it is, and you know, we've all had that thing with what to be right, but there is certain things that are happening that are going to show people were right. And I do not mean in an egotistic way. It's more like a righteous way. It's not in an egotistic way. Some people think that, but it's not. But you can let go of the need to be right as well. There's that other side as well. Things are happening as they're supposed to happen. Mr. T wasn't supposed to get in the way we thought, because it wouldn't have worked. They would have blamed him for so much. You needed to see Mr. B acting like a tit, like he does. So the people who actually apparently voted him in, can see that he's no good. And all that sort of stuff. It just has to happen the way it has to happen. Hope is the biggest thing out there. Not hopium or false hope. A lot of lower vibing people like to put out that word. Real hope. Love and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognise your divine worth. Choosing loving thoughts. All this can be done with a loving heart, loving intentions and loving thoughts, because that's where we're all coming from at the end of the day with it. But it still doesn't mean that we can't fight and we're not warriors, because we are. You know. And this time hasn't been done like this before. It hasn't been done like this before. I wanted to pull some of my fairy oracle, and then I'm going to do the rebels, because I love the rebels, because we're all rebels. You know, we stand against the dark, but we stand together. Yeah, I hear a lot about that, if it's true, and, you know, the new tech and this, that and the other. I don't know how it'll go down and how they'll do it and what will happen and blah, 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 but I believe there's great things coming, so, you know, so let's get some fairy cards. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Yeah, feeling the shifts for sure. Exactly. And I do believe as this goes on, the energy is going to feel a lot lighter again. So what's just... Right, we got that the other day. What was it today? I can't remember. Lost and found, which makes me laugh because we've lost a lot of our history, our true history, a lot of this and a lot of that. So lost and found will be found again. It's a bit like dark to light. What was once lost is about to be found, thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realised were lost, which is yourself as well. But it's also a bit like that. Maybe the people we've lost on platforms are going to come back. Moderation. Everything's in moderation. I've been talking about that to people as well. Is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthily. Although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. A little bit. And then we've got journey, the last one. And the hair's a very spiritual symbol. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptuous, I think it's supposed to say, or planned. Is that the right word? Either way, make sure you're ready. When the time comes, pack your passport now. I just think that is, you know, when the time comes, the time is coming. You know the storm is upon us. But we're all taking this journey together. Like the video I showed you before, we're all going to a new earth, a new way, a new consciousness. Whatever word anyone wants to put out, same thing to me. And we are going to create it. You know, I was just saying today this to Indigo, but I know people do this, but young adults, when they come out of school and stuff, no one should not be able to afford to live on their own. If they're not with someone, you shouldn't have to rely on anyone to live with someone to be able to afford your own home. People all should be living in abundance. We don't need big houses. It's like when they do the little tiny houses. Everyone could afford to live in their own home, because you don't need a lot really, with a decent garden where you can get out and be in a garden. But there should be nobody like that. And then they have these buildings that are all there left empty that could be turned into things. So, you know, there's all that space, but there's no reason for anyone to be living in poor conditions at all. But it's time to prepare for your journey. And that's what I've been saying about reserving your energy as well, because you're going to need it, I believe. And through all this, we still have to keep raising our vibrations. I felt off last week, but I knew, you know, that I had to raise it. And if I had to go and, like, get in a bath or go and lie down and sleep or just, you know, rest a bit, that's what I have to do. So there's that going on. I'm going to do the Rebels now. I'm excited to do the Rebel deck. I've not had the Rebel deck out for a bit. Yeah, I do not consent to the bullshit. Exactly. Well, we're not having communists because all that's about to fall down if you've listened to anything I've said, Thomas. I'm not into all that. If you want to go and shout out about that on a different channel, please go and do it. We don't do it over here. We know about all of that. It's up to you. This is what me and my people say. It's up to you to set yourself free. It's up to you to stand up for your rights. And if anyone comes knocking at your door, then you stand your ground. If that's what you're saying. We're getting rid of the communists. We're not going to end up like China. I just don't... I'm not even going to look at them comments now, because to me, that's just all... lower stuff. And to tell the truth, in a sense, people have done what they've done through their own choice. I'm not doing it. I haven't worn a mask and I ain't taking a vaccine because that's what I'm doing. So I don't mean this horribly, I'm not worried about what Thomas you do or someone else does. I'm not doing it. So stand in your own truth. People who've done it have done it. They have the choice. Worry about yourself. Because really that's the only one you can do something for. 33 in chat, Christ consciousness. That's the truth. You can only sort of advise, inspire, but you have to do it yourself. A messenger for what, Thomas? My channel knows about this. I've been talking about it for a few years and other stuff. And the stuff you talk about now we all know about. We're very aware of. That's why we're not doing it. So I'm not a channel that talks about it all the time because a lot of people actually do know. And it's up to them. We all know what's going on. I don't know when you woke up, but yeah, the world knows what's going on. Hence why I've just said about Mr. T. I don't know if people don't get it, you know, with the censoring. When that stops, more people, you know, it's the MSM that are stopping it. It's the MSM that lie. So, sorry, Thomas. Thank you very much, but I don't want to hear another word about that because it's not what I'm talking about. We know on this channel, so you're alright. I think you're pretty new to the channel, as far as I can see. 8. Be the hunter, not the hunted. That's from a number 17 quote as well. Just saying, number 8. Be the hunter, not the hunted. Bit like that card I pulled out before with the knife. Be wise, people. Just trying to say, if anyone's new, trying to come in with that information, we know about that information on here. I'm not a channel that needs to go screaming about it, because if I went screaming about it, I don't actually need to be a channel that does that, about the jibby jab, because that's not what I'm doing. That would pull me straight back into 3D, which is not what I'm doing. I've got a family who've took it, so, you know, I've give them the information, they choose not to look, that is their journey. You might not have control of your situation, but I have control of mine, so that's that. If you keep going on, Thomas, I'll just chuck you out, because all you seem to be doing is just trying to cause friction in the chat is all that I can see. So, sorry, but not sorry. Yes, salt is important. I eat salt a lot, yeah. Not table salt, but... Doing like sea salt. I love Himalayan salt. Come to life. People need to come to life again. People have been feeling very, got the checkerboard in the, you know, the game in the background. Very grey, very, I don't know, that's the energy I was feeling last week. It was just very like grey. Just not bothered, but painting yourself back to life again. Light up again. That lit me up again, listening to what Mr. T had to say, because like, with the guy Thomas who's just said that, people don't listen to what people are saying. With the censoring, yeah, word has been getting out, but with the censoring the way they've done it, they've tried to stop a lot of it. That's why a lot of other people don't see things, because they believe certain things. With the gotta go and check the fact checkers when we all know what they are. So when they starts to follow suit, which it will be a domino effect, whether it starts in America, starts over here, they start seeing lawsuits and things getting sued, the others are going to shit themselves around the world, you know, and they're going to have to start doing as they're told. So that's how it all starts. We just don't put with people screaming and screaming about stuff when we know this. I mean, how many times do we have to talk about it? Receiving. Let go so you can receive. Receive the new. Receiving information. Some people don't want to receive information. They don't want to receive anything. You know? Hi, Tracy. They don't want to receive. They're going to find it hard to receive what's coming, but they're going to have to. We all have. They're going to have to look. It doesn't mean you have to get so involved with it that you're dragging yourself down. I got invited to a best friend's daughter's wedding because she was Afraid I talk about not getting the yeah, I've seen a lot of that going on. Very sad. I wouldn't have talked about it. Yeah, I heard that. I went to a party, but there was a lot that were and weren't. But it was fine, and people were hugging each other. And then the other day, got invited to something, and someone said, "Oh, I don't want anyone talking about the jibby jab." I said, "Oh, did they think I was going to talk about it? Because I wouldn't have done anyway. I'm aware who doesn't like it and who does. But at the end of the day, you should be able to talk about whatever you want to talk about. If people can't take it, that's up to them. But a lot of people who can't take it are the people who won't look because they don't want the bubble. They don't want the bubble burst to see that what they've been taught about the whole life is a lie. And that's the scariest thing because then they'll go into fear. But we've all gone through this. So if we've all gone through it, a lot of people around the world in many different countries and different cultures and stuff like that have gone through this. People have gone through it before us. We've got through it. So if we've got through it, they're going to get through it, you know. And as I've said, we'll be there to help pick everybody up. Anyway, hi Astral Thief. So, you know, that all going on as well. But there are a lot of people that want to turn a blind eye. They don't want to receive the information because they don't think it affects them. And it's that thing of, again, oh, well, it doesn't affect me. And if it doesn't, you know, it's never going to... No, it would have done. And it would affect your kids' future and your grandkids and so on and so forth. It's not really about us. It's about the kids. Yeah, I know all about him, Thomas, as well. He went under. So I don't know why you're trying to come into my chat, trying to tell me something. This is different, Thomas. If you don't know about number 7, if you don't know what's going on now is different to whatever went on before. So either sit down and just shush a little bit and try and listen to what I'm saying instead of shouting out in chat of the stuff we already know about anyway. It was a silent war with Hitler and he went underground and came back as cooperations. I know all this. You're obviously new to my channel and don't know what I talk about. So why don't you just try getting into chat with people and try listening? This is a problem with people. And a lot of people who are waking up now are screaming out because they're just finding things out. I did it. Screaming out about things. You probably have seen a few of my videos and think I don't know much about anything. Well, you're wrong. Just going to say it as it is. Feeling very Trump energy coming on tonight. Say it as it is. You know? But it's true. So you don't need to come in with that sort of stuff. That a lot of people in my chat who come in are quite awake to a lot of all of that. So don't come in thinking we're not, we are. Yeah, thank you. And it's it's as if you're trying to bring the energy down. So comes up again. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to chuck it out. We've got 33 and 22 in there again. Yeah, where we go on, we go all. Exactly. So I'm not interested with people shouting out about that because it's like, right, we all know about that. I said this the other week, but what are you going to do with the information? What are you going to do with the information, Thomas? If you know about that, what are you going to do apparently when they come knocking at your door to give you that? What are you going to do? You got to remember there's a lot of fear porn out there. And if you're watching the news, you're going to get a lot of fear porn. So be careful about what you're watching. Yeah, 33 and 22. Oh. Don't know what that was. Don't know if you saw me go then. I thought I was going to faint. Weird. Was that shift? I don't know. That felt weird. Sorry, I'm getting riled up. And it's not at Thomas. So if you're there, Thomas, it's not at you. Even if you've been chucked out, it's not at you. But you seem to be trying to bring the energy in. And I know with energies what's going on at the minute. People are trying to... That is like that energy that used to come an age ago. And you get people in chat that are trying to rile me up. And they're trying to disengage people in chat and stuff like that. So funny that, isn't it? I'm not saying that person is doing that if they're sat there listening now, but you don't need to keep coming in chat and shouting out because you come across like you're doing that. And if you are doing that, you're going to keep getting chucked out. Realise what you're doing. That's about being aware of yourself as well, what you're actually doing when someone's trying to talk about other stuff. And I'm not actually talking about that. So you can normally tell because people start bringing up other conversations, screaming out in chat when it's nothing to do with it. Yeah, like, but I've dealt with that energy before. Not saying it is, but it's funny. 2 people in 2 days. Hitler, well, we know who that is now, don't we? Angela Merkel. As if I didn't know about him. Jesus. Right, that one flipped tonight, didn't turn over. Yeah. Feisty Dolly coming out. Must be channeling Trump energy. No. There we go. Getting tired of being... Yeah, and I think a lot of people are getting tired. We are at that. Oh, you know, everyone's like, phew, but we won't give up. But that's why when we see little bits like that, it brings us back up again with what was said today. But that's how you can tell we're at the pinnacle, or whatever the word is. You know, we're in a war. How long do wars go on? Do you know what I mean? But we are, you can tell there's cats out there. We are getting to that point where a lot more truth's going to be seen. As when that starts to fall, which the towers are falling, you know, with that going on in the mainstream media, we know it's momentum after that, because the biggest thing that stops the truth is the media. So, you know. I was just watching something. The Sacred Fool. Energy. I'm going to read that one out, actually. I'm going to find it. Here we go again. 12. Every journey starts with a single step. I'm going to read these two out of the book. Every journey starts with a single step. Number 12. Yeah, 3. With a single step. We've got to put our step forward and trust. Because we can't go back. We can't go backwards. We can't go back to what was. We can't go back in the old energy, because the old energy has never ever worked for us, looking back through the past. As Thomas just said, you know, everything's always looked like it's under control, but it's always been something looking like it wasn't. But it is changing. It's in the Mayan prophecies as well. Yeah, I know that, Thomas, but what I'm trying to say is this is different times, and that's all I'm going to say on the subject. I know exactly what you're saying, and I wasn't trying to trick you out being horrible. I'm just saying we know in chat, yes, you're right, but this is different times. Different times. So, yeah. So let's see the Sacred Fool. See, the Fool in the Tarot is good. They all thought Mr. T was a fool, but he's not, is he? Very clever. He's working for the light, by the way. So, the Fool is a great rebel. Able to thwart convention and tell the truth without restraint. Your heart is wonderful, powerful, sacred fool. Everything's coming from the heart. What Trump does is coming from the heart. You think people are a fool or sacred fool is different. So, and everything we're doing now is coming from the heart. Your energy comes from your heart. You could say your energy, your Taurus field that comes from your heart is so much bigger than fear. It's so much bigger than fear. Your heart is a wonderful, powerful, sacred fool. It cares not for the way to do things. It cares not for what the mind says is real and not real. It lives according to the inner wisdom that cannot be dictated or controlled by anything. It loves, it lives, and it is what. That's how we manifest. It doesn't care for what is, what did it say? It does not care for what the mind says is real or not. No, it doesn't. It lives according to the inner wisdom. When you go within and use your heart to feel and to manifest, but to put them feelings through the heart, feel through here to your visualizations, it's strong. This oracle, heralds a time now, or intimate, I can't say it, when you will feel inspired, alive and passionate for what you offer to the world. It says you don't try to be appropriate. Don't try to be socially acceptable and worry about what others may think about what you are doing. Just be. If you want to wear a mad hat whilst doing it, fine. Yeah, intuition is key. The sacred fool in you is willing to leave behind, because people will say you're a fool. You go in with your intuition. You go in with this. Show us a fact. Show us this. It's like, oh my God, they'll call you a fool. The sacred fool is in you, is willing to leave behind what has being because it no longer feels right to stay attached to it. Isn't that not what I just said before I pulled the card? The sacred fool in you trusts life completely, trust the divine plan. It would never occur to this part of you to try and outsmart life or resist its flow. You resist the flow, it's so much harder. It recognises that the mind is a monkey puppet on a string. As we know, that's what this is saying. It's not saying you're being puppeted. You are by the mind. More often than not, it is something interfere when it could be playful, dwelling in the radical spontaneity of life. So the sacred fool in you urges your mind to let itself be pulled into the joy by your heart. This is what it's all about. Strings not interfere, as what I was just talking about, and doubt by the controlling. Are you ready? Are you ready? This is hilarious. By the controlling machines of the mass media. Well, isn't that what I just said? Mass media. Medieval media. This oracle brings you a message. It's time for you to play. Me and Red Pill Phil were talking about this today. It's time for you to let life happen in completely unreversed, unscripted way. The more bizarre, left of field, unexpected and apparently ridiculous, the better. This might not feel safe or appropriate at first. That is okay. That is good actually. It is a sign that you are breaking with your own self-imposed conventions. It is time to move beyond them now because a bigger life adventure is calling you. This is wonderful news. It is the desire of life to operate more radically through you so that you become the conduit through which miracles and crazy wild synchronicities can occur. Miracles, God source. You are becoming more electric. You are more plugged into the apparent randomness of life, apparent because there is a refined intelligence behind it all. The sacred fool goes with this without having to understand any of it. You don't have to understand it all. People, a lot of men out there sometimes, I want the facts and the figures and I need to understand how it works. No, you don't. Yeah, and Yoda was right. We're not this crude matter. We are a luminous light beings, are we? You don't need to understand it. You can't always explain to people, but where was I at? Without having to understand it, which is good. Trying to access even one genuine glimpse of life's unfathomable, I can't say it, genius, would probably make one's head explode. I think it would. We don't need, even on the Q map, the spiritual one, it says source, energy, back, whatever it says at the top, will never be, where is it? Will sort of never be known, because if it was known it'd get destroyed, wouldn't it? It was something, I might find it in a minute, I don't know. As you take this journey, you may find people around you are challenged. You might unintentionally cause them to rethink the way they live their lives. They may question whether the way they are living is the only way for them or even the best way. At first they may react rather than take responsibility. The sacred fool in you doesn't engage with this. It is what it is and it rises and falls as it will. It doesn't stop you from your merry dance of unconventional being. Anybody else in your family, whoever your partner, shouldn't stop you from your unconventional dance. It shouldn't stop you from living in your joy just because someone else doesn't see it as you see it, or they haven't sort of, you know what I'm saying. It shouldn't stop you engaging from that. If you find yourself making choices that Starlight Divine, if you find yourself making choices that have others questioning your sanity, you are right on course, definitely. You may feel that you are quite possibly going insane. Yeah, I think we've all been through that. But you are not crazy. You are just approaching in enlightened awareness. There is a moment, sometimes a rather long one, when we wake up to life, shed our attachment to mass opinion. Don't care what. And float in a completely different state of being. Beautiful. We might find that no one is. Yeah. Really able to understand or connect with us. You'll find that as well. Yes, Thomas, and this is what I'm trying to say. And this is what's, going on with all this as well, which is a good thing. The bad things are a good thing in a way because they're making people either face up to think they're going to have to face up to things with what's coming. And then it goes through the whole spiritual age. To the point that we question our state of mind. Stay with that, it will pass. You will eventually see that you are becoming sane in an insane world. The tables will turn, because they are turning, and you will gain great inner freedom and the creative juice. Stay on your path, stay on the journey. Remember to take nothing too seriously, as it will all work out perfectly. And this is what I was trying to say before, Thomas, when you said, when I said about being funny. You can take it seriously because there seems to be not nice things going on, but it's like a sort of game going on with ourselves. And when you actually are enlightened to certain stuff, that you realise, oh my God, the other week I was like, what a joke. Like, this world is like, you'll understand what I mean when you get to that point. But that was brilliant, and that's basically what I was trying to say. And like Elmo says, fear is a mind killer. Yeah, and you said as well, fear, false evidence appearing real. Exactly. Fear, false evidence appearing real. Media put false evidence out. Everyone goes into fear because they think it's real, when actually when you look behind the scenes, it's not. It's all orchestrated. As we know, lies, manipulation, blah, 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 blah. But once you're aware of that, you're not going to be looking into certain things. You might be aware of it, but you're not going to be sat there scrolling and looking at stuff and going into fear and thinking, oh my God, you're going to start playing with your life. And I don't mean playing, you're going to start probably doing things different, maybe looking at things differently and raising your vibrations as you do it, because there is only love or fear. It's which one you choose to be in. And at the end of the day, I'm just going to do the super attractor. Hi, Elle. So the card just basically said what I was trying to say. Oh, missed you all too, yeah. Got mystical in as well. So, yeah, you may feel like that, Thomas. A lot of people do, and it's not an easy journey at first. But then you begin to love it and realise, why would you want to be a normie? Oh, why would you want to be a normie? I've just said to, I think it was Dramone today, whoever I was talking to, talked to a few people today. When you wake up, however you woke up, it's hard sometimes, and sometimes you do think, like in the Matrix, oh my God, I'd rather just go back into it. But then again, observing what's going on in history right now, what's really going on and what's going to happen, I don't want to miss this for the world. No way do I want to miss this for the world. There you go. Flying out my hand now. I'll get it again. Oh. When I introduce joy to a situation, I change the vibrational frequency of what's happening around me. Boom. And this is what I was trying to say to Thomas before. When we're not aware of the energy we're trying to bring before, it can lower the energy. So we're bringing a joy to it. This is why, if you've not noticed out there, Boris Johnson and all that, they don't want us having fun. They want us locked down. They don't want you dancing at parties. They don't want you having any fun, because it's a frequency and it's a vibration that goes out and it's catching to people. If you're laughing and joyful, a laugh, a smile catches on. They don't want you doing any of that. So you can't be all serious. Like, it is and it isn't. Crazy world that we're in. But if you're getting too caught up in serious all the time, and you're not seeing the funny sides of certain things that are going on, because there are, and you're not still trying to pump the joy out, in any situation, back in those wars that were man-made for us, especially in England, we kept people had a laugh. They still made time to have a laugh out of a bad situation, because it raises the vibrations. And as I'm saying this, I've got 27 in and 27 thumbs up. 9, and then it just moved up. 9 and 9. 9 divine. You've still, if you didn't do, can you imagine everyone being like, oh yeah, well, this movement, oh, can you imagine people's morale? They just want to stay in bed all day. So yes, you do have to have the joy factor and the inspiration to get people's morale up. I felt tired last week, but when I see certain people or certain things or certain people in my life that bring me back up again, it helps me to fight another day. And not that we're fighting, because we're not going in survival, we're going to thrival. This is where we're going. But I think you all know what I'm saying. You know, and as much as I've been tired and I think I don't want to come on YouTube as much, maybe I want to talk about other things. I know there are people out there that do get a bit of energy from me. Not that they should rely on me, because you should rely on yourself to boost yourself up, but I do understand how it helps people because people help me. So I don't even know what I'm waffling about now, but yeah, the joy. When I introduce joy to a situation, I change the vibrational frequency of what's around me. Anybody at work or going somewhere, or if anyone's listening from, I don't know, high school, just try and go to work with a different vibration and see what happens around them people when you're doing that. If you've been in a lower vibration, and just see. If you're someone who's been screaming on at work to people who've done that, and they're sick of hearing about it, because if they've done it, they've done it, maybe go in and talk about something completely different, completely uplifting, that they can all conversate with and see how the energy changes. They'll be surprised you're not talking about that anyway. But, you know, just saying. I'm in tune with the energy of abundance. I become abundant. Yeah. Oh, talk about citrine. I'm doing some citrine necklaces. Where are they? Where's my citrine? Citrine. Someone was asking about citrine at weekend, actually. I always forget the name of it. It was on here. It's my messy craft room. Where is my citrine? Where are you? You're here somewhere. I know, because I had you out before. Ooh. Oh, in here. Yeah, my citrine. Citrine. I love citrine. You won't, I don't know if you'll be able to see the rainbow in it. You probably won't at the minute. Not on here anyway. Citrine. That's why I've got one of my own, because I just love it. It's joy, joy, joy. Yeah, laughter's the best medicine. So you have got to laugh, even in what you might call bad times. Hi, Sky. So, yeah, I was trying to show these before. The bits of jewellery again. If it was Sky that asked for that bag and all that time, I haven't had time to do that yet, but I'm doing some. So I was doing some fairy. I'm still working on my fairy collection, so I've still got. Yeah, it's all about energy and frequency, exactly. I've still got the mismatchy sort of matchy earrings, because one's got a dragonfly on, and then another one's got a fairy on. Then one's got a flower at the bottom and one's got a butterfly on, so they're like a bit different but the same, just in case anyone didn't see them. But they're going towards a collection on my Instagram. We've got the gorgeous little cute little ladybirds in different colours, just to be different. They're very cute. Take these out so you can see against my hoops. And then we've got another set. So I'm just working on sets before I list them. Yeah, they're so cute. And then the red ones with a red heart of a dragonfly and a butterfly again, but they're different. They've got the little red hearts at the top. And then I've got, here's Danny as well. Many young people with flying ears and don't. And then we've got a couple of the fairy rings, I've called them, and they are gemstones with flowers on. These big hoops, if you're into hoops, but they're all gemstone. Creativity raises the vibration. It does, and that's why I'm always creating, and that's why I'm saying, not just me, anybody, go and support people who have creative little businesses or shops or whatever it is that you like, jewellery, painting, candle, whatever they're doing, because I create all my own stuff. It's got my energy on it. There's lots of people in chat who do stuff as well. And it does raise your vibrations. And the stuff that I put out is joyful. It's lovely. It's colourful. It gives the person joy who, if they purchase, I love when they say they've really loved their thing that they've got. And I get a lot of enjoyment out of that. And they do as well. So, and then there's another set of the little ladybugs. And then I've just been working on these. As I was talking to Jerome this morning, so I'm going to model these. So we've got one that says the letters will turn round, and I think they're turned round now, but it's fine. I'm not messing around. So it's going to order about that's beautiful ordering rose. What's going on this week? Week ordered rose. Yeah, I've got rose quartz, citrine and some amethyst. I'm going to be making some necklaces. So I've got this one. It's probably upside down at the minute, but this says Sunshine. It's got a little star on it. The fun little necklaces. It's probably not coming across on this camera, picking up the colour, but I will be having one myself. But this one says Sunshine. So they're all going to be nice little, you know, words or intentions, all positive, you know. We want something nice. So we've got that one. These will be going up when I've made quite a few of them. I've been keeping myself busy. We've got this lovely one, Be Kind. So we've got a bee on it. I'll be making a few more of the Be Kind ones. So it does say bee on it, but it might be all upside down because the beads in the middle do move. Be Kind. Yeah, colours do raise the vibrations. So these are very colourful. Be Kind. I don't know. And the next one is check. Hi, Kurt. I think Indigo's had some nice pieces of crystal that's been brought for her. I think I probably won't even be able to read them out. Was it a sea foam elder, a Palladian light from Sacred Land, Mercy, is that so Elohim, and Indigo Shaman. Ooh, nice. I couldn't see the pictures though, the pictures are quite small. And then I've got a, what's this one say? Oh, this one says peace. I think I've got a love as well, but peace. Yeah, and you could actually like double them up as well. I might be doing some double ones, but stack them. So they do look quite nice. So, yeah. So they'll be going up soon. Like I said, they'll be up on my Instagram, which is, for my jewellery stuff, is, trying to get that page going, is Hippie Trinkets and Things. And there's also my Reiki page as well, which is, it says Rainbow Reiki up there, but Janine's Rainbow Reiki. But if you're looking for any gifts, these will be going up soon. It's what I've been working on. I might be able to show you actually, because you're on my tablet, I can turn around to my, it was all clear, but when I get things out working on it, just turns into an absolute mess till I tidy it up again, as most crafters will know. And Elle's little seahorses on the window. So I'll just show you. Elle's seahorses up there. This is me. This is stuff going on here. This shouldn't be a slap bang in the middle of my necklaces. I've got stuff going on there. My necklaces. I've got rings. I've got this going on. These have got earrings on the other side. So I've been working on quite a few bits. Because that's what keeps me happy. That's what keeps me happy. That's what keeps my frequency up. And they'll never, ever take that away from me and my creative mind, because I've always been like that. We're all creative. You know, it's just finding what you love to do. It could be anything. Like I said, it doesn't have to be what I'm doing. It could be building. It could be, I don't know, gardening, anything. And making it beautiful. And if it makes your soul sing, do more of it. I've always said that, and I always will do. So, yeah, was there anything else? Yeah, so if you want to check out those, they will be getting listed. I'm not going to say, I don't know when yet, but I'm definitely making a few more of them bits. I'm doing the fairy collection, so I'm going to try and do a few more earrings to the fairy collection. There is someone that I'm doing, you know, these are going up again. I've got mine on, I wear it all the time. Someone wanted, I'm going to do some ankle bracelets as well with the bells on, just like this. Someone in America has asked for one of these and ankle bracelets, so I've got to work on them this week, because last week I wasn't in the mood for anything. So yes, hi Jerome. So yeah, was there anything else? And I made this little sign as well. What it was the other week I was supposed to be doing on Sunday I was supposed to be doing a stall, but the stall didn't happen because they moved the date, so I don't know if it'll happen because they moved the date, which was a bit annoying because I was a bit nervous about it, but I would have had it out of the way. But so I was making things for the stall, but the things aren't just for the soul. It's because so you say that's just for the stall. They are for my Instagram little mini shop. I made this. It's a bit hippie. I made it out of a bread bin lid. And I sort of burnt the letters on here to make them darker. It says hippie trinkets and things. And I did get myself a lovely little stamp made, which is so cute, which goes on my bags. And I can stamp on the stuff now. It says hippie trinkets and things, and I can write things in the middle for my oils and stuff like that. And it says beautiful things to make the soul sing. Like I said, I have got... The oils have gone down in price now because I've actually found the same bottles. So, adults, kids, because that's got a lower dose in it. So they're done. We've got quite a few of them done. I am going to be bringing a new one out, an uplifting zingy one, because that was a sleep and a calming one. I need a zinging vibrational one. I'm going to be working on that probably this weekend, next weekend, depending what's going on, depends what's going on with the weather. All that, because I love that one. And my dad bought one the other day for his wife. I was like, she really likes it. Hi Brenda. Hi Dolly. Where will we find you when the new internet goes live and the old one is gone? Well, put it this way. I'm still here. I want to put this out, and I'm glad you put that out. I'm still here. I'm not really moving anywhere. I know there's rumble and all that, but I can't be bothered at the minute. But put it this way. If this goes down, with everything that's going down, whatever is the newest thing, I will go on there. I will always be under Dolly Daydream. So you've just got to know, if you went searching, I'd be under Dolly Daydream, always. So... But I'm hoping, I don't know, I'm just hoping that because of the big tech and everything, that maybe they've got to do right on these platforms, even YouTube, or they will go down. So who knows, it may stay. I don't know. So, but I will always be Dolly Daydream if anyone comes looking. But if you want to keep track of me, I won't say track. If you want to see what I'm doing art-wise, follow me on Instagram, because I've got a few pages over there. And if you're into my jewellery and stuff like that and you want to purchase anything, you can come over there, because I'll still be doing little videos over there that I still need to get used to, and little card readings and stuff over on my Instagram, because I can do all that there. And I'm going to be doing lives over there as well. I deeply resonate with Gandalf. So do I. Have we got Gandalf, the Gandalf channel? And talking about that, I'm going to be bringing my... I'm going to be bringing my cards back, because I absolutely enjoyed doing my cards, and I was showing them the other day. Like, they're only little ones, but handmade. Mr. and Mrs. Butterflies. These are hand-drawn ones. I'm going to be doing these. It's just that I'm getting back into what I really, really love. Can watch the footy. Oh. So basically, I'd say hippie trinkets and things is trinkets, jewellery and things and cards, and it's like a gift shop, and it's just going to be selling jewellery, bags, little bits and bobs that are all handmade by me. And if there's anything sometimes that might be brought in, there might be extras that I bought in, but most of the stuff is made by me. I mean, at the minute, everything's made by me. You know, these lovely little cards that are unique and different, and I never do the same card, so you can't go, oh, can I have that card, number 5? It's like, no, once that card's gone, it's gone. They'll never be exactly the same. So they're unique, and they're also little art. It's like a little art. So you can actually frame these. I know someone who got a card off me, and they actually framed it in a little frame, because they are little artworks. So you'll never get the same. It'll never be exactly the same, because it bores me. I just do one thing, and then I move to the next, and then I move to the next. There might be a few things like bracelets that are similar. Most of the bell ones are similar, but some of the other stuff isn't, you know. So, and Lois has just put my link in, thank you. And she's just put the link into hippie trinkets and things. Thank you very much. And everybody feel free, if you're on Instagram, because I know Lois is and that, put your Instagram up as well, and people can go and check everybody out. I believe the new world will be everybody helping each other, and you should be checking out everybody's channels and Instagram, because they may have something that you're into and you resonate, and it's nice to purchase off people that want good intentions for people, and that it's not a massive company mass producing, using children to make stuff. It's people with good intentions who put the heart and soul into what they produce for the people, whether that's food or what. Like my friend Amanda, I'm going to ring her after, she's doing some lovely, I don't know if she's selling it or just doing it, lovely, proper honey. And if we all supported each other like that, that's what I believe is going to happen anyway in the future. It's not going to be these big tech people or certain elites saying you can have this and you can have this, you can't start this business because we want it, because they steal a lot of ideas off people. Do you know what I mean? There's going to be everybody helping each other. That's the way the world should be, instead of people trying to be in competition in a bad way with people and trying to like pull people down and take all the time. People don't want to give back. No, Thomas, why would I do that? No way, that's funny. No, that's like saying you're famous or something, isn't it? Like, I don't mean of myself. Is that what you mean? I don't mean that. I do signed. Like I said, I need to get back to JP, but she was waiting for something. I can't really wait to hold on to this anymore. This says Dolly Daydream, the Knowing Wise One. This painting was done in 2020, and it's on the back. And it is signed down here, even though it's very faint. Down here it says Dolly Daydream, and this was my angel painting, and it's the first angel paint that I did, and I'm going to be doing more because I just love doing these lady faces, and it is beautiful. It's actually got here and here, it's got crushed and at the top in the hair it's got crushed rose quartz on it. It's actually got crystals on this picture. This I absolutely love. The hair going up represents spirit and the world, spirit world. But I just absolutely love this. And I'm going to try and do some more of these. They won't be exactly the same as this because I sort of did this, didn't know what was going on with it. And then it sort of appeared and I just absolutely love it. It's my signature of the hair going up and everything. So I am going to be selling this. It is an original. Obviously, it's not going to be a print. It's an original. And there's only one in the world. So, yeah. I'll have a gander at it. I was really chuffed with this, and the light's been on this as well because it's what faded the dark that I did around here before I glossed it and everything. So the light has worked on this. The light energy is on it. But yeah, I absolutely love this picture and would really love to keep it. But if someone wants to purchase it, they can because it's got a lot of good vibes on it. It's all in the eyes. But I love it. And like I said, it is called the Knowing Wise One. Yeah, and she's sparkling because she's got little things on her wings there. But I am going to be doing more of these. Did take quite a long time, but yeah, it's not too big. I know Indigo got my elephant and that was massive. But just to show you again, I'm going to be showing you more of my artwork again and doing chats from the craft room because it is one of my biggest passions. So, why things are going on in the world right now. But I absolutely love this. And I'm always like, oh, my style, what is my style? And I just thought, I just really love doing women's faces. I really love doing angels. And angels represent to me what's going on in the world right now. Help, faith, joy, love, angelic energy and all that just resonates with the spiritual side of things at the minute, very much so. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing. But they do take time because the light does have to affect my paintings, which sounds a bit mad, but they do. So, yeah. And Indigo has got Freya. They called my painting, if anyone remembers, a massive elephant picture. I did Freya the elephant. So, I'm going to be putting this up again on hippie trinkets and things on Instagram. So, it's going to be there. It's going to be there. I'll put it back up there. There was a few others I did. There was another angel one I was doing, but I don't quite like it. It's going to have to change, so we'll see how that goes. Someone was asking for it, but it needs to change. I'm looking at it now, I'm thinking, no. There was a tree one I was messing with the other day, which is up there, and I'm thinking, no. There's that, not the one in the middle, because that's Rainbow Wizard's beautiful painting, but the ones up there, some need finishing and some are like, no. And obviously I've got the other ones I keep saying I'm working on, but I get so distracted. I've still got the flowering and I've got to work on this one. Really, I've got to work on this one. It's on bristle board. It's thinner, but I keep, with earth and everything at the minute, I really need to get this one finished off. I just start things and finish them and leave them and then go back to them. But we had this whole peace and love. See, an art to me, I've said this before, is the frequency of the art of what you're trying to put on in your art out to the world. To me, is a frequency. It's admitting it, that frequency of, this is not a dark picture. It's Mother Earth, exactly. It's a loving picture of that frequency that we want to see in the world. So I believe when you're painting something in, you're painting that frequency into existence. That's like books as well, when they want to book burn, that frequency that's in a book or on a painting of something being expressed, because as I said a few weeks ago, source comes through us, through our bodies. For me, because I do a lot of things with my hands, my jewellery, my painting comes through me, through my hands, and source is expressing, a conduit coming through and expressing, whatever it is. So I guess I've got to get these pictures finished off. I'm terrible for saying, probably said, she said this before, I'm like, I've got so much to do. There's only one person making all this stuff. Oh, you're getting lagging. Well, yeah, the green lady, but she has got a lovely face. So, I'm going to go if we're lagging, because I need to go and have a chat with somebody that was not I spoke to for a while, and I will see you soon. So, yeah, things are changing. We've had Mr. T say that. We've got to keep watching and observing and being aware, keeping our energies up. Like I said, I knew how I was feeling last week. It's still lingering, but I know how to deal with it, so that's fine. Yeah, so, and the other one I did the other day, people might say, oh, I can't believe you're drawn on that. There's a fairy something emerging. It looks weird at the minute, my paintings always do before they finish off the way they finish off, but there's a little pregnant fairy emerging here when she's all painted in, so I don't know how that's going to come out, but we will see. We will see the story behind that, and I will see you soon. So, yeah, Central Sun is elevating us. Yes, the orbs in last night were beautiful, very fast again, energetic, beautiful, flickering, communicating and everything. It was beautiful. Still having this thing where I've been sleeping really well, but feeling really knackered, feeling really tired, but I know that I've slept, but yeah, it's bonkers. So, also jumped in too late. Yeah, I don't even know what I was talking about now, but yeah. So we know things are going down. That was a marker for me, like I said at the beginning with Mr. T, saying what he said. And as we're talking about light again, let's pick a card before I go out of the... I'm not going to let it jump. I'm just going to shuffle and take the first one off the top. Over the language of light. So let's see. Focus. Focus on what you want to put out to be the light to the world. Don't focus on the things that are, we don't want, which sounds a bit mad. We don't want them. We're not focusing on. Focus on the things that are important to you. This is what me and Red Pill Phil talk about today behind the scenes. Focus on what's important to you, what brings you light, which will bring everybody else light as well. Focus. Focus on what you want to see in the world, what you want to be in the world. Don't focus on other people and what other people are doing or saying. Don't focus on the media. Oh my God. But yeah, so I'm going to go. So focus was the last one. Focus on you. I've got to focus on my things. Like I said, if you're interested in any of these, they will be going up soon on my Instagram. Obviously, I'm going to plug myself because it's me that does it. Yeah, just keep trucking, folks. looking for new ways to entertain yourself. A lot of people want to be entertained by other people or TV or whatever. Entertain yourself. Find a new hobby. Do something. Switch off the goddamn media and shine your light bright. And focus creation becomes immaterial. But yep. So I will see you soon. Bye.